Timmy, I'm live. Medicare supplement or advantage. Compare, choose, and cover it with a guaranteed strategy. I wanted to compare a little bit. Um, there's a lot of people that, this is the deal, is a lot of people there's one of two people getting a supplement. There's some people that say, I hate to pay any additional premium. And there's other people that say, I don't want any unexpected amounts of money that I'm going to have to pay thousands of dollars. And that's really what some of this comes down to. But I will say this. I told you last night that if you had around 15,000, maybe a little bit more or less, that you could have a Medicare supplement plan G paid for with the dividends. I did check on my guaranteed method, and you could, with as little as $10,000, it will be guaranteed for that amount of money to pay you $781 a year, which is way more. Way more. Let's see. If we're looking at, let's just say $35 times 12 is $420. So you get a little bit extra. You can do with that 781 in a year's time. You could put it aside and let it grow in another account. But that is 10,000 is way less than 15,000. And if you excuse me, if you wanted excuse me, I'm all choked up over it. If you want to know about the guaranteed method, and I mean it is guaranteed, go to my website, www.michellemorar.com. I've got in the links in the description. You can schedule a call, 15-minute call. You can get on my calendar. You can call the Medicare number, 336-892-8370. Go to my website, www.michellemorar.com. Reach out to me if that's something that is of interest to you. And look, if you want to get the Plan G, you can, with 20,000, you would be guaranteed to have $1,563 for the rest of your life. Pay it one time. You've got the money. You paid for it, and as long as that. Now, look, this is the thing: is that we can only base it on what has happened in the past. The Social Security has gone up, up with inflation. So, you could be well on your way. If you are watching this and you're saying, I'm over 65, then you can still get a guaranteed payment type. You can look at what you're paying, and I can tell you exactly what it would cost you for the rest of your life to pay for it. You're interested? Come on and call me. That'll be fun. Now, I wanted to go over and compare the Medicare Advantage. Because we looked at the Medicare supplement, and like I said, with the high deductible Plan G, it does have a maximum out of pocket of $2,870. The maximum out of pocket for most of these, and I'm just looking, I picked one out, but I will say this: this is what you have to do to be in an Advantage plan. You have to have both Medicare Part A and Part B, and you have to have a permanent residence in the service area. So the particular plan that you're looking at has to be covered in your particular, they have them in different companies, have different plans in different parts of each and every state. It says if you join one of our Medicare Advantage plans, you will keep all the coverage you have with original Medicare. So true. You'll get more benefits and services than originally. There's other things that are covered. That's why it's called Advantage. And you will continue to pay your Medicare Part B premium unless you get one of the plans that will pay a certain amount. And let me tell you, I showed you Devoted before. Let me see. This is the plan with Devoted that has the gift back. It has a gift back. And just to give you, let me see if it has the, let me see. I just want the, let me look at this. The, okay, this is just Devoted's plan. It's a plan at a glance. Okay, they have two PPO plans. The one that does not give you any money back, and the other one that gives some of your Part B premium back. And they will give you $162.70 of your premium back. Now, that means that it's not paying all of your Part B premium because it's $185, but it's paying $162.70. So you would be responsible for $22.30 for your Medicare Part B. But look at the difference. The maximum out-of-pocket on the plan that does not do that for you is $4,500 in the PPO. If you had the PPO plan that gave you the give back, the maximum out-of-pocket is $8,000. And that's and there's a difference too of dental and eyewear. They have $1,000 a year on the one that does not give you the $162.70. I'm going to multiply that out. That is $1,952.40 that you would not have to pay. And the specialist is $45, and the specialist on the regular plan that doesn't give you your money back is $25. So I mean, in the dental and eyewear is $250 with the give back plan, and it's $1,000 with the regular PPO plan. That's just one company. There's other companies that give certain amounts back, but I just wanted, it's quick and easy. I wanted to access that. But there is a guaranteed. Now look, if you want the Plan G with a Medicare supplement, and you have $20,000, it will take care of your Plan G premium. $1,563. Most of them, I was looking at $100. Most women are a little bit less than $100, and I would have to look at what the men are. They may be a little bit more, so you may have to get $25,000 to do that, but to get the amount that you need. All I'm saying to you is there are ways, and when you're talking with somebody, you need to see what it would be, because I can tell you, Forbes puts people spending $200,000 for their health care over their lifetime. So if you can eliminate having it as much of as a bill and reduce that a little bit in certain ways, especially if you have in your family, you have long livers, not long livers, but people that live a long time. Then you may especially want to look at something like this, because then it would allow you to take advantage of that and not have to worry, and that be something you think, okay, I can pay for the supplement now, but I'm going to have to go the other later. Now, this is comparing your options. This is what Cigna puts out. The biggest difference, original Medicare supplement, the Advantage plans, they're talking about Cigna, they all pay for hospital and doctor visits, hospital stays and doctor visits. They both all do that. The one thing that they make sure that you understand is with prescription drugs, original Medicare and your Medicare supplement will not be paid for. You will have to add a Part D. But with the Medicare Advantage plans, most of them will have the drug plan included in the plan. They also want to make sure that you realize that a routine dental stuff is not covered by original Medicare or a supplement. You could add with a supplement, original Medicare and a supplement, a dental plan, a dental and vision plan. I have a company that will help, but that is an additional cost. With the Medicare Advantage plans, they are included. It talks about routine hearing exam and hearing aid. There is no coverage with original Medicare or Medicare supplement. The Medicare Advantage plan includes that in their plan. And then routine vision. They will give you so much money in the Medicare Advantage plan that is not covered under original Medicare or Medicare supplement. Like I said, that would be an additional plan, an additional insurance that you would have to buy if you wanted that type of coverage. So it hits on a lot of different, and then the other thing is with the Advantage plans, they hit a maximum out of pocket. So those people out there who you do not have a Medicare supplement, so you say, I don't care, I don't have that. Well, if you did not take a Medicare Part D for the drug plan, if later on you decided that you wanted to add that coverage and you didn't take it initially like you needed to at 65, there are caveats, and that's why you need to talk to an insurance professional like myself, because this is where people can make mistakes, and you will have a penalty that you will have to pay for the rest of your life, and there is no getting around it if you make certain mistakes. Now you can alleviate those mistakes. You can, let's see, what do I say? You can shorten those mistakes. You can not make them, so totally permanent by doing certain things. But you do need, like I said, you do need to consider, if you have not gotten a Part D plan and you didn't get a supplement and you didn't get a Medicare Advantage plan. See, that is the advantage of having an Advantage plan, is at least you would not be penalized. But I'm not even talking about that. I'm saying, look, if you did not take a drug plan, you will be penalized if you try to take a drug plan later. So, that was part of the deal. If companies are going to take everybody with any type of problem, and they're going to give you maximum and whatever, then you are going to have penalties if you do, and it's with the government. So I hope that makes it clear. This is not a penalty from an insurance company. This is a penalty from the government. They are requiring you to take responsibility for yourself. So you need to know what you need if you're just on original Medicare. There are plans, there are Medicare Advantage plans that do not cover drugs, and they can be, you can get those for people that are veterans. You can have veterans that are getting their drugs from the VA. So it depends on your particular situation, and that's why you need an insurance professional. But I will absolutely tell you, I can show you how you can have that Medicare. If you want the coverage and you like the Medicare supplement, you may want to look at doing the particular guaranteed way to pay for your supplement. If you don't mind the ups and downs of the stock market, you can also use the dividend stocks that I talked about the other day. And I'm not giving financial advice as far as getting into the drug claim, but I am saying we do have a guaranteed strategy. And if you're interested, give me a call, because this is something I like to try to help people with, to make sure that they understand how to maneuver. Because I was talking to someone today, and they were talking about, people are living so much longer than ever before, and it's going to get probably way more easier to live that much longer because of all the breakthroughs. I mean, are you aware that there are going to be things that AI is going to be able to do? And I'm just talking about, they're going to do drug stuff to see, okay, it takes so long to develop a drug. Well, that's going to be reduced by AI, because they're going to, okay, put this in and boom. Okay, this drug would be able to do this for you. This drug would be able to do this, and then they'll get the drug approved, go through the studies and all that, and it'll get approved way quicker. Hopefully that will reduce some of the healthcare costs. I actually had the second surgeon that I had. She used a robot to help with the surgery, and I will say this: I don't know if it was because of the robot or what it was, but that surgery, it really was, it was rough. I'm not gonna lie, it was rough. The other surgery that I had with the having the mastectomies, the double mastectomies, that was a lot easier, and it was. And in fact, I'm going to have to go back and see my surgeon. I like her a lot. She was she was so relaxed. I really would recommend her. But the other one, I'm just telling you, wasn't that I didn't recommend her. It's just a matter of, it was a rough surgery. It was like somebody hit me in the stomach. Anyhow, I hope that has given you some ideas as far as, okay, I really, and let me say this. This is not just, if you want the guaranteed strategy, I'm telling you, a guaranteed strategy of $10,000 will get you $781 for the rest of your life if you're 65 years old. So it could be, not only maybe it's just your Medicare supplement high deductible plan G, but maybe it would be some other bill that you may want to take care of. But we have to see if it is something that would be appropriate for your situation. That's why we would discuss and see. And hey, give me a call or go to my website. Thank you so much for your time. It's getting late. Timmy's got to go to bed. So does the dog. And really, honestly, Michelle needs to too. I don't look like I have lost as much sleep as before, but I still feel like getting a good night's rest, and that's good for everybody. So I will see you tomorrow, and comment below. Ask me questions. If you want to get on my schedule, I have put my Calendly link, and you can go there and we can schedule a time to do a Zoom call. There you go. Talk to you soon.